Remy and welcome back to my channel. So in case you guys do not know anything about me, I love going to parties, I love hosting parties, I love everything that has to do with the party. So today I'm gonna throw one. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Bud Light Seltzer. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. I am, you guys, like way too excited about today's video. In case you guys haven't heard, Bud Light has recently come out with a new hard seltzer. Also, let me say there's no Bud Light actually in the Bud Light hard seltzer. It's just a hard seltzer that's delicious. It is light, it is refreshing, and it is unquestionably good. It comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, lemon lime, strawberry, and mango. My favorite by far is the black cherry. It is chef's kisses, you guys. It is so good. Obviously, if I'm throwing a party and all of my friends are of age, I am going to have a nice, refreshing alcoholic beverage for them, and I'm going to stock this party with Bud Light Seltzer. I'm also especially stoked about this because each can is only 100 calories, which if you guys are trying to be a little bit on the lighter side, then this is perfect for you. There's also only 2 grams of carbs in each can and also is gluten-free, so. All right, so as I said, today we are going to be throwing a party and we already have the drinks covered. Obviously, another very big part of a party is the food. I am so excited because today I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of different food recipes that I've come up with to make snacks for this party. My friends are so excited for this. Seriously, I haven't done like a cooking video like this in a really long time, like fun, actual junk food for a fun party, and I am stoked. So yeah, if you guys wanna see me throw a party for my friends, and you guys wanna throw a party for your friends, or just throw a party for yourself, honestly, maybe I'll just throw this party for myself. Keep watching, and let's get started. Hi guys, okay, we are gonna start off by making queso. I have been obsessed with queso lately, even though I am lactose intolerant, I have no regrets. So today, this is not traditional queso. Also, let me tell you, I'm just like making my own recipe up, but it's really, really, really good. So I'm gonna be cooking mine today in this pressure cooker kind of crock pot situation. Use whatever you have. You can do it on the stove, whatever. Right now, I'm going to dice up half an onion. This is the yellow onion, and then also a few cloves of garlic, and then we'll move on. Okay guys, life hack. If you're cutting and your cutting board is like moving around a lot, obviously that's very unsafe. Take a paper towel, wet it, lay it flat on the counter, and then put your cutting board on top of it, and now it won't move as much. Isn't that good? All right guys, I've decided this half an onion is more than enough. I'm dicing it really, really finely too, since it's going in a dip. You don't want like too big of chunks in a bite. Also, you might have noticed I'm not crying currently, and a life hack that I've been utilizing lately is putting my onions in the fridge, and then that makes the odor release more slowly so you don't cry nearly as quickly when you're cutting your onions.
Where's the tears?
Where's the tears? I have no tears left to cry. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of butter. I already put my little pot on the saute setting, so I'm just gonna throw this in, let this go, and throw the onion in to start sweating it out. Are you ready for ASMR tingles? There it is. I thought it was broken. Okay. All right, our butter's getting nice and melty. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so now I'm throwing in the onions, and I'm doing the onions first because the onions take a little longer than the garlic will. And we're just sweating these out. We're not like caramelizing, so it's just gonna saute up in there. And then now I'm gonna chop up my garlic. Please don't judge me. I bought pre-peeled garlic in these little bags because honestly I'm just like too lazy to peel them. So I'm gonna do like 5 cloves of garlic because I love garlic. I know normally you only put like 1 or 2, but whatever, it's fine. I'm Asian, we love our garlic. So gonna mince this up and throw it in. Look at these knife skills.
Ooh.
Bobby Flay is shaking. And I scrape this together, throw it in. Oh, she's steaming. Okay, so now the garlic is in with the onion and the butter. It's sweating out. It smells so, so good. Doesn't it smell good in here already?
It does.
Now I'm gonna throw in a couple tablespoons of flour. We're gonna cook out the actual floury taste, and it's gonna start making a nice thick texture to add our cheese in. All right, we're gonna mix the flour around, and now I'm gonna add in about 1/4 cup of milk. Ooh. We're gonna mix it all together until it's nice and combined, and it's kind of like a thick, oniony paste, which sounds gross, but it smells really good. Now I'm gonna season with garlic salt and black pepper. Feel free to throw whatever seasonings you want in, but these are my go-tos always. I'm gonna add quite a bit because we're throwing a lot of cheese in this. Now I'm gonna throw in a can of green chilies. These are not really that spicy, but they add a really nice flavor to everything. Now I'm gonna add in my shredded cheese. I'm doing 4 cups of normal sharp cheddar. Just gonna throw this in. As well as 2 cups of, this is like a mixture of cheddar and Monterey Jack, but just plain Monterey Jack also works. Then I'm gonna top it off with about another 1.5 cups of this milk. I know it looks gross, but I promise once it melts, it is so good. Then I'm gonna add in half a block of this cheese here. This is a good cheese if you're making like some sort of sauce. As you can see, it's kind of malleable and it's gonna melt and it's really, really, really good. So now, oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna put the top on. Make sure my pressure side is obviously closed. Then I'm gonna put it on low for about an hour and then I'll show you guys when it's all done. All right, next up we're moving on to pizza bites, which I think I'm actually most excited about. I'm gonna start off by flouring my surface with just some all-purpose flour so that nothing gets too sticky. For my pizza crust, I'm going to use a store-bought can of dough. Please feel free to make your own. I don't even know where to begin with that, so that's why I'm using this one, but I'm sure any kind of dough will work. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten it out and now I'm going to press in all my seasonings, which this is the most important part of this because pizza crust dough from a can, you know, it's okay, but we're gonna really take it up like 5 levels with this. So let's go. All right, so I'm starting with my bowl like this. You can totally add or take away whatever I'm putting in mine that you don't like or you wanna change. My main component is going to be garlic salt to flavor. Obviously I love garlic, and then also salt is a necessity. And then of course, just standard black pepper. Because it's pizza, we need to add in some dried oregano, as well as some dried basil. To make it extra fun, I have these little garlic nuggets that are gonna make it super yummy and garlicky. As you can see by this video, I like garlic, so we're not gonna use a light hand. And then last but not least, for a little extra flavor and like an umami taste, I'm gonna add in some truffle powder. So it's gonna be like a garlic truffle pizza crust, which sounds bomb if you ask me. Now I'm gonna give this all a good mix. And then to make it adhere to the pizza crust, I'm gonna add in some extra virgin olive oil. You don't need too much, like a few tablespoons, and then it's gonna be a really potent, delicious, flavored oil. All right, so now we have our crust, we have our oil, and if you have a pastry brush or some sort of like brush, please use that. I don't know where mine went. So we're just gonna use my spoon. Most people don't, so it's totally fine. We're just gonna spoon this on top and then make it a nice thin layer all over the entire dough. I'm now gonna go in with my clean hands and just make sure it's all rubbed in. This is actually much more efficient than the spoon, so I recommend using clean hands. All right, everything is prepped. It's now time to make these into pizza bites. So I have my knife here and I'm going to chop up my dough into little bite-sized pieces. Very simple. Okay, so now we're gonna transfer each little guy over to our baking sheet, and you have to be aware that it's going to rise up, but they're not going to expand too much like a cookie, so we can put them pretty close to each other. Honestly, you could just cook this and have garlic bread also, just saying.
Or cheese bread.
Ooh, or make it cheese bread.
What's your favorite type of pizza?
My favorite pizza is, don't hate me, pineapple.
Wow.
Pineapple and pepperoni are my favorite toppings. What are yours?
Chicken and pesto.
Ew, really?
Yes, it's bomb.
I can't judge, I said pineapple, so it's okay. Also, I'm not sure if I said it, but please make sure you grease your pan because if you don't, they'll all stick and then you'll be very sad. All right, all our little pizza crusts are laid out and now it's time for the toppings. Obviously, we need mozzarella cheese, that's a no-brainer. Then from there, you can pick what toppings you want on top of that. I'm simply just doing pepperoni today, but you can do pineapple, olives, pesto, chicken, whatever you want. I'm just gonna add little mounds of cheese onto each one, and I personally don't mind if the cheese falls off because I think that's the best part, all the little like crispy pieces on the bottom. But each one's gonna get a little pinch of cheese and then a couple pepperonis depending on, you know, how big our little crust is.
How many do you think you're gonna eat?
The whole tray. Oh my god, they look so good. I also have not eaten lunch yet, so I am so hungry and so ready for these to come out of the oven. All right, our pizza bites are ready to go into the oven. I'm gonna put them in at 400 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes and check on them and then eat them all. All right guys, obviously now we need to do something sweet to finish off this video. So I'm starting again with a cutting board and putting my flour on top. And we're gonna be making donuts. And if you don't know, donuts are my favorite dessert ever. And also I'm going to attempt to make them in the air fryer. I know how to make donuts in the normal fryer. It's pretty easy, very simple. But anything you can do in oil, you can also do in the air fryer. So I wanna test it out today and try making air fryer donuts. Not saying that these are healthy, but they're healthier than frying them in oil, so that's the loophole. Okay, don't hate me again, but I'm gonna be lazy. I'm using canned biscuit dough to make my donuts. I promise you it is still very, very good. If you want, obviously you can make your own cake base or you can make your own yeast dough, whatever you wanna do. But this is simple and easy for me at home. So I laid out all my little biscuit doughs and now we're gonna cut a little hole out of the center to make it a donut. So to cut my hole, I'm I'm gonna use this little wine cap stopper thing. You can literally use a knife if you want, but I'm just gonna punch it down in the center, roll it around, and there you go. We got a perfect donut, and if you want, a little donut hole. All right, I have cut the holes out of our donut dough, and now I have my air fryer basket, and I'm just going to lay them in here. Also, I don't want to overcrowd it, so I might have to do it 2 times. Oh, I definitely will have to, yeah. So I'm gonna do 4 in the first round. They look like this. I'm gonna put them into my air fryer at about 350 degrees for like 10 minutes, and then we'll check on them after. So while our donuts are in the air fryer, I'm gonna start working on the glaze. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite donut of all time is just a pink sprinkle donut. So I'm gonna make my pink glaze right now. I'm starting off with about 1.5 cups of just plain powdered sugar. And now to this, I'm just gonna stream in some whole milk and just keep stirring it until it reaches the consistency that I want. I like a thicker, really opaque glaze. So I'm gonna want less milk and more sugar. Also, pro tip, I know it feels like you need to put more milk in sometimes, but it just keeps stirring. I swear it just keeps absorbing all the sugar like crazy. You wanna make sure there's no lumps in your sugar as well, so just keep mixing. All right, so this is the glaze consistency that I want. It looks like that. It's nice and opaque. And now I'm gonna flavor it by adding in some vanilla bean paste. You can totally just add in vanilla extract if you want, almond extract, lemon extract, whatever you want. I'm gonna add in a couple dots of neon bright pink gel food coloring. This is extremely potent, so you don't really need too much. A nice bright pink color. And again, get all the little clumpies out and just keep mixing. Ooh. All right, pizzas are done. It smells so good. All right, guys, I took the donuts out at about 7 minutes in. I'm letting them cool, and I'm doing the other session now, but I need to eat this pizza. Look at these like crispy cheese edges.
Good?
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, it's so good. Also, there's no sauce on this, so you can just serve a little like pot of sauce on the side and have people dip. I don't like pizza sauce though, so I'm gonna eat it like this. It's so bomb.
Wow, you seasoned that crust really good.
Bomb, right?
Wait, this is actually really good.
All right, guys, the donuts are done. I dipped them in the glaze and then topped them with some sprinkles. Delish. We've got our pizza, whoa, this one's heavy.
Let me hold
Pizza bites done. I've eaten like 3. They're so good. And now we have one last donut that we're gonna try together, and we need to check on the queso, but
I said it looks like a little cronut.
it really does, because the flaky layers from the biscuit.
That was so good.
Really?
What the heck?
Okay.
Wait, I want the rest. Take a small bite. Wow. Wait, that's really good. Okay. See you guys.
I like the biscuit dough because it's a little more salty, and then it goes well with the glaze. All right, guys, our cheese dip is done. It smells so good. Check this out. This is perfect for a party. I definitely like mine on the thinner side, but if you want it thicker, just add in more flour at the beginning when you're making that roux with the butter and the onions and everything. But this seriously smells amazing. I'm gonna serve this at the party with a couple different variations of tortilla chips. And these are my snacks that I'm bringing, so let's go to the party.
Ain't a party all night long. Let's sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
This video seeing how to throw a party for myself and also for my friends. I hope it gives you some inspiration to throw a party for yourself or your friends. Again, check out the Bud Light Seltzer. It'll be linked down below. It is amazing. Again, if you are of age, try it out. It is so good. Unquestionably good, might I add. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.